Stepping on the court is the last time I would ever step on Monte Vista's court for a rivalry game, and for me, really, the biggest thing was just that I want to make sure I leave my mark one last time, because I only get to play in 2 of these rivalry games this year, and one of them's already gotten by, and I just wanted to make sure I gave it my all, gave my effort every moment I was out there. And during warm-ups, I just tried to keep it constant, do my same routine, do everything I always do, and that led me to success.
My favorite part about coaching are nights like tonight. Big Friday night crowd, rivalry game, a lot of students in the stands. Everybody's totally into it. Everybody on the team is fired up. This is what high school basketball is all about, is games like tonight.
I was completely in shock, to be honest with you. A bunch of my good friends were here in the crowd, and frankly, it felt like a home game at times, and that's all you can really ask for when you play on a road game like this, and I'm happy my students, my peers are able to come out here for it.
Yeah, I definitely think there's a difference from a quad game to a regular game, especially when you're playing a rival like tonight. There's just more energy in the gym. There's a real atmosphere. As a coach, it's a blast to be a part of. As a player, I know the younger guys can get a little bit tense sometimes with a bunch of people screaming at them from the stands. But we were lucky enough to have our seniors lead the way for us. Going to tonight's game, honestly, I was a little bit concerned. We didn't have such a great effort on Wednesday night. We got out-rebounded horribly against Gunn, and one of our points of emphasis was really to rebound that ball and control the rebound.
For me, it was kind of a heartbreaker. I think the biggest thing for me was just that we really need to pick ourselves back up. We really didn't stay true to who we were. Today against Monte Vista, I mean, we really stayed positive. We were able to get up and down the court. We boxed out. We did all the fundamentals. We did the right things, and that's what led us to victory. Calvin was a really good friend of mine. He was somebody who's worked with my shot constantly, helped me with my free throw percentage, done all sorts of things for me. I know he's a counselor at Monte Vista, and he's a tremendous guy, and Monte Vista is lucky to have him.
That's a good question. It's funny, I actually know Monte Vista pretty well because their varsity coach Calvin was on our staff last year. So I know Calvin well. He's a good friend of mine, and some of our players played for him in an Asian league. So we were very familiar with his style. While he still threw us a few curveballs during the game, we felt like we were able to prepare a little bit better because we know what he's comfortable running. We know what he's kind of used to doing. So that helped.
He came out with some defensive tactics that surprised us early on. So he tried to double team me in the post, which worked to their advantage in the first quarter. But from there, we really figured it out, got it to some open shooters, and I took my time in the paint, and that's really what led us to success. It was a little bit weird because last year he was somebody who was always supporting me, and today I walked in the gym and he said, hope you don't airball another free throw. So that's a little bit different, I guess, but I mean, Calvin's a great guy, so just playing against him, competing with him, that's all you can really ask for.
What do we do well? We did a great job rebounding. That was, like I said earlier, that was one of our points of emphasis, is really controlling the glass, forcing them to take tough shots, not only forcing those shots, but rebounding them and pushing in transition. I think we did that very well tonight, and that was one of the main reasons I think we were able to win the game.
I think it could have gone better. I think we could have controlled the transition game a little bit. We let guys like Zach Wong and Ryan Lee really get into the paint way too much. I think as long as we stayed true to our defensive principles, we could have been better off there. We could have gotten more guys in the game earlier on. So I felt like we kind of let Monte Vista hang around longer than we should have let them.
My takeaways is it's good to win in an opposing gym on a Friday night. It's never easy to win on the road. Monte Vista is a good team. What do I take away is we're 3-1 through our first 4 games in league. That's a pretty good place to be. I think if you told our guys that a month ago, they'd be pretty surprised. We've learned a lot about ourselves in these last few weeks, and the idea is we got to make sure we keep it rolling because we got a tough schedule ahead, another tough game next Friday night. So it's about capturing it and moving on.